Hey, welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the NFL and Madden Ultimate Team on EA.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Oh, able to avoid him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Check girls, check girls, check girls, check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And 2 start. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Get ready.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
15 line, 15 line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking out extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
70, Indy.
They're going to look to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll run on first down. Peyton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, That's normally something you see down near the goal line, because now if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. On third down, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hope. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Lawrence Taylor came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He is going to find Hill here. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on fourth down. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Ready?
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's third down.
Second and short. Is it a no-brainer to think I give it to my fullback and I pick it up?
You would think a no-brainer, but that time able to hit him for a loss.
Yeah, definitely was not a gimme, was it?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Matchbox white.
Back to throw here. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Holt. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Got it.
It's 50, mine's 50. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
This is Mostert. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And now a carry here for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
You got it.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And able to haul it in is Kittle. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
We go. 8 read.
53 flat. Got to do better.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
60 Pittsburgh. Mike. Get that ball, kid. Get that ball.
And to give this time to the tailback. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Walter Payton as the first half is winding down. As they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Randy Moss, 75 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
I'm going to come back to you.
First on Travis.
Check. Lucky.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll get this one complete to T.O. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling's working very well for them right now.
He's going to fire one deep open, and this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown, and cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Gonzalez. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Peyton. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tackle there by Clay Matthews. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Now Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. It led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to his running back, Peyton. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
That one goes for 30 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got a man, it's Randy Moss, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Randy Moss. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Critical extra point up and good. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Mostert, and this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll look to throw. And he will find T.O. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
50, plant. Get it.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One to get yourself...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you.
I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.